Well, today is ridiculously hot and humid for no earthly reason. This is dumb. Luckily, it's windy. It was supposed to rain and it didn't. And it's not that I want rain because we've had plenty of rain in August. We're kind of sick of rain in August. But, I could do without this oppressive heat and humidity in September. Like, we had so much rain in August, we don't need more rain. We're fine for rain, but we don't need the heat and humidity. This is dumb. Arwen is hanging out, scratching her head on the wire. Because she can. Yeah, are you a good goat? She is a good goat. She's kind of crazy, but she's a good goat. There's chickens everywhere. Chickens everywhere. Quail are in here laying eggs. Lots of eggs. Good for them. They're good birds. I like quail. That's why we have quail, because quail are nice. Hi, Shadowfax. I know. Hello, my man. Hello, Mr. Man. Do you need water? Do I need to fill your water? Yeah, would you like me to fill your water? I can do that. I will do that. I can't do it when I'm filming because I seriously can't. I can't. I don't have enough hands. I can't do half the things I do when I'm filming. Okay, I think Tristan was already in here grabbing eggs, so I don't think I'm going to find anything. I don't think. There's some chickens over there. There is Broody Mama in the sand over there. We're just going to leave her. I don't care. Whatever. She wants to have babies. She can have babies. I don't care. I'm at the point of the year where I don't care. Like, whatever. Do whatever you're going to do. It's hot and gross, and I'm sick of the hot and gross. There's a piece of straw in my shoe, which is unpleasant. There we go. Straw on the shoe is unpleasant. It's sharp. And I'm barefoot inside my shoes. So, alright, so what's going on today? Well, I'll start with last night, because there's chickens over there too. We were missing a duck. Okay? Right now the ducks are in the bush. But we were missing a duck. Couldn't find a duck. Where's a duck? It was Dolly. Of course it was Dolly. My duck, my brown, she's my duck. She's only half Cayuga. Everyone else is full Cayuga. And I love her. She's a great duck. She's my favorite duck. They're in the bush right now. She wasn't in the barn. She didn't go to bed. She was... Hi, guys. I am talking about you. Sorry, the duck's quacking at me. So, she wouldn't go... She was out here, and she was, like, running laps. For no good reason. Everyone else is in the barn going to bed, and she's like, nah, I don't think so. And I'm just going to see if there's bebés in here. There are not. The nest is getting bigger. Okay. Whatever. She can either have babies, not, no, it doesn't matter. But she was literally running laps. And we were all trying to get her. We were trying to grab her and stuff her in the barn. Because we don't want to leave her out all night. She's kind of an idiot. So, bunnies. She's kind of an idiot. More bunnies. But we didn't want to leave her outside. So, I was... Oh, you guys are so pretty. Let me see that one. Let me see this one. Oh, look at these. Oh, look at the cuties. Kissing the camera. Anyway, we didn't want to leave her out. So we spent way too much time chasing her down. Because it was... Hi, guys. Hi. Hi, Smeagol. Oh, here. This is a blue tort. Look at that color. Don't come out. Don't come out. Okay, sorry. Mama and all the babies were coming out. I don't have the fence up. We do let them out, but to let them out, I have to put a fence along each side, and I have to put a fence across here, so they can't go anywhere, and I don't have the fence up. So they were coming out, and it's like, get back, because I don't have the fence up. And Rowan's not here right now, but he will be home in about half an hour. And I don't want to have to tell him, yeah, so I let your mama bunny and all her baby bunnies go into the bush because I'm an idiot. No. So we're just not going to worry about that right now. Kitten Booze. Oh, it's Mama with her babies. Feeding her babies. We won't disturb them right now. They are doing fantastic. We're not going to worry about them right now. I have not been able to find Jake's babies, but the dogs know where they are. They're in over here, somewhere behind the garage. Okay, so they're over behind the garage back in this area behind the gazebo, like in the bush behind the garage. I don't know if they're actually in the bush or if they're in the trailer or anything like that. I don't know. But I don't want... So the dogs keep going into here and I don't know exactly because as soon as I get over here, everyone's like, hi, Mom. But hi, Wildfire, sweetheart. You're a beautiful cat. So they're somewhere either in there, back in here, where there's a bunch of junk, or somewhere in this bush. Now, there's a whole bunch of hidey spots that she could have had them. Like, there's a bunch of fallen trees and stuff. So, just like when Gwen moved hers to the wood pile, they would be perfectly safe. Okay? They would be safe. So, that's not going to be the issue. The issue is I want to see the babies. That's the issue. I want to see the little ones. So, I mean, I know that's a me issue. You just... Yeah. Blushing. But I want to see the babies, and I don't know where those babies are, and I want to know how many of them there are, what colors they are. I'm not the only one who wants to know. People want to know. But I can't find them. I've looked. Like, I know the general vicinity. I do. I know the general vicinity where they are. Just grabbing the blushing ones to throw on the counter. Not throw. Place them gently. Let me just... Oh, yeah. It's a nice looking one. But I can't find them. No matter how I look, how many times I go out there, I can't find the babies. So, because I can't find the babies, we're just going to have to wait. At some point, even if we don't find the babies, she will bring them out when they're big enough. You know, she'll introduce them to the other animals, and she'll bring them out for solid food and stuff like that. Okay, here's another one. We've got quite a few today. Couple down here. Yeah. Ugh, give me that. Okay, there's lots of tomatoes. Grab these little ones. All right, that looks pretty good. All right, we will check again tomorrow. Every day we're getting a bigger handful of tomatoes. This one hanging at the bottom there. Grab that before it goes red. And yeah. So today was, last night was about the ridiculous duck. I couldn't get her into the pen. I tried. But eventually we did manage it. With the help of the dogs, we managed to push her into the barn and shut the door. But whatever. I wanted her in the barn. Just because, I mean, it's safer in the barn. And I haven't cared much of the summer where they were, right? But we're coming up on winter. I need them to remember to go to bed at night. Because I didn't care through a lot of the summer, right? Because who cares, really? You want to sleep in the trees, sleep in the trees. We have the dogs, you're fine. But our winters end up at minus 40. Literally 40 below. Probably can't see it. Yeah, you guys can't see it. There it is. That is a hawk. But he's leaving. Here's the thing about hawks. Between the dogs who are over there and the mini horse, who's a big white blob, they go elsewhere. They go elsewhere. So we're not worried about it. But because we get 40 below in the winter, I absolutely need everybody to sleep in the barn in the winter. Because ducks who sleep out here in the winter, right? Ducks who sleep out there in the winter are going to freeze. 40 below is too cold for anyone to sit outside. So we're trying to make sure everybody remembers how to go into the barn. Yes, I'm going to refill those buckets. I know you thought I did. There's Dolly, the culprit. My brown girl there. Yeah, there she is. She is a problem. She's a problem child. But she's also a really good bird, so I like her. She's a nice bird. There she is. She's my favorite. I know, guys. Hi, Donald. So, the big one is Donald. He's standing right next to Dolly. That's Donald. But he's a beautiful bird. They're all beautiful. See, she's the only not purebred. She's part Cayuga, not full. Everyone else is full. So, we just don't hatch her eggs, but she's my favorite. But she's also the naughty one. So, that's what we're trying to do right now, is remind everyone that they need to sleep in the barn. And I've got these two little ones who think that they should sleep down here between the rock right there. Between the wires there, and they shouldn't. Hi, Arwen. There's Arwen doing Arwen stuff. Anyway, that's been my day, and now I got pockets full of tomatoes. So hopefully I don't have to do so much chasing of the duck tonight, because I would rather not. I'd rather her sleep in the barn. Everyone needs to sleep in the barn. At 40 below, it's not a good look to sleep in the bush. So we're just trying to retrain everyone. Anyway, that's here at Andersen Acres today. That's about it. Everyone is doing pretty well. Like, everyone's healthy and happy. So I'm not particularly worried about anybody. We do have a farm visit coming up from our vet, and he'll just double check everyone going into winter, mostly making sure everyone's fat enough. You do worry about that. Someone who's doesn't have enough meat on them is going to have a harder time surviving the winter. So he just does body condition checks for things that I personally might miss because I'm not a vet, and then he'll be on his way. I don't expect anyone to have a problem, but that's happening this week. So we'll see how that goes. We do a fall and a spring farm visit just to make sure everyone's doing well. And is anyone due for the vaccines? The young rabbits get their RHDV, rabbit hemorrhagic disease. They get those vaccines, the little ones that we're keeping. Everyone else is fine. Like, the horse and the goat get their shots in the spring, so it's just the young rabbits who haven't had their RHDV shots. Everyone else is fine. So we'll see how that goes. And otherwise, I feel a drop of rain. That'd be a relief. Why is it this hot in September? I don't know. We'll see you tomorrow.